Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we have to start lesson number 4. Dear students, I am your teacher, Mr. Khalil Ahmed, and this class is MA Education, Leadership and Management. Subject is Educational Measurement and Evaluation. And you know, course code is EDUC 3158. Let us start with our lesson, and that is lesson number 4. Shabash, are you with me? Very good. You are active student, you are a good students. Inshallah, we will teach, learn, we will discuss all these things very well. This lesson will be a very good. Shabash. Instruction objectives of this lesson. This is very important and interesting lesson because the topic of this lesson is also instruction objectives. And first of all, we will discuss what are the instruction objectives of this lesson. Dear students, after completion of this lecture, this lesson, you will be able to know about learning objectives. What are learning objectives? How we can create learning objectives? How can we prepare learning objectives? And you will know about learning objectives. In this lesson, after completion, you will be able to understand about statement of instructional objectives. How you have to state what will be the statement of instruction objectives, you will inshallah learn in this lesson. In the same way, dear students, you will learn, you will comprehend about importance of instruction objectives. What is the importance of these instruction objectives? Why we prepare instruction objectives prior to start the lesson? The importance of instruction objective you will also comprehend in this lesson. And in the same way, you will analyze features of instruction objectives. What are the good things? What are the features? What are the characteristics of instruction objectives? All these things you will learn, and you will be able to know all these things in this lesson. Shabash student, dear students, you are very active students. Now you have to watch this slide, and you have to keep your attention. Instruction objectives and learning outcomes. What are instructional objectives? Here I want to teach you, here I want to tell you about instruction objectives. You have to listen my words carefully, and you have to watch on this slide, and you have to understand about instruction objectives. Instruction objectives are statements. Actually, these are the statements that describe observable actions or performance that students will be able to demonstrate after completing a unit of instruction. This is instruction objectives. Actually, these are statements. These are sentences. And these statements describe observable actions, the actions that can be observed, the actions that can be clearly visible, are students' performance that students will be able to demonstrate, to express, to represent after completing the unit of instruction. So this is the statement of instruction objectives. This is the definition of instruction objectives. Actually, dear students, instruction objectives are statements that describe what students will be able and what will be the performance of the students at the end of this lesson or instruction. Dear students, in the same way, instruction objectives are defined as statements. Actually, these are the statements that describe what the learner will be able to do. Describe what the learner will be able to do. The statement that describe the students will be able to do this after completing a unit. This is instruction objectives. The teacher have to write down instruction objectives, and in that instruction objectives, teacher have to define. Teacher have to write down after completion this lesson student will be able to do this. These are instruction objectives. In the same way, dear students, in other words, an instruction objective is a statement of certain behaviors or observable actions. In instruction objectives, we have to state certain behaviors, observable behaviors or observable action that determine that the learner has some skills, attitudes or knowledge. So the statement that show the student will be able to have this type of knowledge, students will be able to this skill, and student will behave as after completion this lesson. So these types of statements are called instruction objectives. As behaviors are the indicator of the desired outcomes. Desired outcome. Behavior are the indicators of desired outcome. Our behavior shows what outcomes, what are outcomes, and these are often called behavioral objectives, because through these objectives we change our behavior. Students change their behaviors because they have learned, they have seek, they have get knowledge, and on the behalf of this knowledge they have change in their behavior, and due to this reason these are also sometimes called behavioral objectives. So dear students, these are the statements regarding instruction objectives. Okay, we are discussing about the instructional objectives. Instruction objectives are used to inform students and others what the students have to achieve. In instruction objectives, we inform to the students and we inform to the others, our teachers or other. So what the students have to achieve, the things that students have to achieve, one by one we have to show in our instruction objectives. Instruction objectives are used to inform students and others what the students have to achieve, the things that students have to achieve and students will be able to achieve. We have to show all these things in our instruction objectives. These are called instruction objectives. They provide way of expressing expected students' abilities with the help of instruction objectives. Dear students, we are able to express expected students' abilities. We can expect these things will be in students. Students will be able to know this. Students will be able to write down. Students will be able to speak. We have expected some things before starting the lesson, and these expectations we have to show in our instruction objectives. They provide way of expressing expected students' abilities. Students, are you with me? Shabash. Instruction objectives are concerned with students and guide them in their studies. Okay, very good. Instruction objectives are concerned with students and guide them in their studies, because these are concerned with students. These are related to the students, and these also guide them in their studies, because they have to do this, they have to do next this, they will be able to do this So in this way, they guide students in their studies. And in the same way, clearly defined instruction objectives also help faculty in designing appropriate educational plan. That is very important for teachers. When we clearly define instruction objectives, it will help faculty in designing educational plan. When teacher have to design educational plan, first of all, teacher have to prepare instruction objectives. There may be a different instruction objectives according to the lesson 3, 4, 5, 6. So according to instruction objective, then teacher have to plan his or her lesson. Teacher have to put material in lesson according to objectives, because teacher through his or her lesson have to achieve those objectives, and the teacher will achieve those objectives when teacher will put content according to these instruction objectives. So clearly defined instruction objectives also help faculty in designing appropriate educational plans. That is very important for teacher and student. In the same way, instruction objectives are specific and observable or measurable rather than broad, for reaching and intangible. This is important. The instruction objectives that the teacher has prepared before starting the lesson, beginning of the lesson. Instruction objectives are specific and observable. That should be specific and that should be observable. Specific with regards to the lesson, with regard to the subject, and that should be observable and measurable. There should be a instruction objectives that should be visible. The teacher may be able to know whether the students have achieved that objective or not, and that should be observable, and that should be a measurable. That things should be a measure. For example, teacher wants to teach to the students counting in mathematics. When teacher complete his or her lesson, the teacher must be able to measure those objectives that teacher was prepared at the beginning of the lesson. So that should be a measurable rather than broad or intangible. That should be not intangible, but that should be a tangible, measurable, visible, easy. The teacher can observe the students and other person can observe the students have, to what extent students have achieved those instruction objectives. In the same way, they are tied to students' evaluation and serve as foundation for assessing the students' knowledge, skills and performance. That is very important. Instruction objectives are tied with students' evaluation. They are very linked with students' evaluation. When the teacher have to assess the students, keeping in view instruction objective, teacher can evaluate student because it provides foundation for assessing. If we have no instruction objectives, how we can check the performance of students? Keeping in what thing we will evaluate students? If we have instruction objectives, then according to these instruction objectives, the teacher will deliver content to the students. And after that, keeping in view instruction objective, teacher will assess the students' knowledge, students' skills and student performance. This is important thing. So instruction objectives are very important, and keeping in view instruction objective, these instruction objectives also provide as foundation base to assess the students' performance. When we will assess the students' performance, then the teacher will be able to know to what extent students have achieved instruction objectives. In the same way, it is important to note that instruction objectives are related to intended learning outcomes. It must be related to intended learning outcomes. So these are the definitions, these are the statements, these are the sentences regarding instruction objectives, and instruction objectives are written in the beginning of the lesson. And according to instruction objectives, teacher have to prepare lesson, and keeping in view instruction objectives, teacher have to evaluate and assess the performance of the students. Now dear students, shabash, you are keeping your attention, you are with me, thank you very much, shabash students. Now we want to discuss about importance of instruction objectives. Instruction objectives describe the skills, knowledge, abilities or capabilities that students should possess after they complete the instruction. So instruction objectives are very important. When we do not prepare instruction objectives, then we can't be able to describe what type of knowledge, what type of abilities, what type of capabilities students will possess. If we prepare instruction objectives, then we are able to describe this type of skills, this type of knowledge, this type of abilities, this type of capabilities students will possess after completion of this instruction of this lesson. So this is very important thing for instruction objectives. In the same way, the starting point for designing a course of study should include these instruction objectives. This is importance of instruction objectives because these are the starting point. First of all, we required starting point, and we required very catchy starting point. We required very important starting point, and the instruction objectives are the starting point for designing a course of study. If we have a suitable instruction objectives, then we are able to design a suitable course of study, and that should include these instruction objectives. So these are the starting point, these are the beginning points, and I think you will be agree with my statement that the starting point, the beginning point will be a very good, should be a very good, will be very important. If our starting point will be important, then we will able to design our course very well. So these are the starting point, these are the beginning points. This is the importance of instruction objectives because these are put in at the beginning of the lesson. In the same way, these objectives determine the intended outcomes of the instruction. Okay, these instruction objectives are very important because these determine the intended outcomes of the instruction. What will be the intended outcomes? What will be the expected outcomes? What students will able to know? What students will able to understand? So these determine the intended outcomes. The things that determine intended outcome, expected outcome, that is very important. So instruction objectives in a lesson have a very great importance because these objectives, instruction objectives, determine the intended outcomes of the instruction of the lesson. In the same way, good instruction objectives describe an visible performance. The instruction objectives describe visible performance, the performance that we can, that should be visible. Each and every can observe. This is the performance of students. For example, our instruction objective is that after completion of this lesson, the students will be able to read out this paragraph or simple sentences. We complete our lesson, and after that, we say our students, please try to read out this sentence. If students are able to start reading, if students are able to read out simple word and simple sentence and they try, so these things will be visible. If they do not be able to read out, that should be visible. So in good instruction objectives describe a visible performance. For example, we are teaching to the students counting. After completion of the lesson, we say to the student, please write 10, write 7, write 2, write 3, and it will be visible whether students are able to write down all these digits or not. So this instruction objectives describe measurable performance. The performance after the completion of the lesson we can measure. That should be a clear. In measurable performance, we have to observe instruction objectives. Instruction objective show measurable performance. The performance of the students can be measured. To what extent the students have achieved objectives. Shabash. In our next slides, we were discussing about the importance of instruction objectives. And in instruction objectives, as our lesson is also instruction objectives, so now we will discuss feature of instruction objectives. As instruction objectives are very important, instruction objectives have the initial stage. Instruction objectives are base for assessment and so on. So there are different features of instruction objectives. The first one is that objectives are usually specific statements of educational targets. Very important. This is a feature of instruction objectives, that instruction objectives are specific statement of educational targets. The educational things, the educational targets that teacher have to achieve. Instruction objectives are the specific statement of their targets. If we have a target in our mind, then we will try to achieve that target. And when we have to achieve that target, then we require proper things. So we will prepare specific statements of educational targets, and these specific statements of educational targets are called instruction objectives. So specific statement of educational targets, this is the feature of instruction objectives. Next one feature, objectives can be entertained at class level and school level. This is the feature of instruction objectives. We can entertain, we can achieve, we can try our best to achieve objectives at class level and school level. So in class situation, we have to prepare content, then we have to deliver content to the students with effective way, and then we are able to achieve those objectives. So these objectives can be entertained at class level, at school level. This is the feature of instructional objectives. There is another feature of instruction objectives. Dear students, we are discussing about the features of instruction objectives. Objectives usually are considered to be specific in nature. These are specific in nature. These specify this thing students will know. This thing students will understand. Students will be able to do this. So these are considered specific in nature. This is a feature of instruction objectives. In the same way, written in terms of what students will know, be able to do at the end of the instruction. So this is a written statement of instruction objectives. These are written, students will know or be able to do at the end of the instruction. So this is a feature of instruction objectives. There is another Feature of instruction objectives. Objectives are the foundation upon which you can build lesson and assessment that you can meet your overall course lesson goals. So objectives are foundations. Objectives are base. This is also feature upon which you can build lesson. You can build assessment plans. You can prepare your test papers according to objectives that you can meet your overall course lesson goals. That should meet your overall lessons, your overall course. So objectives are foundations. This is also feature of instruction objectives. In the same way, think of objectives as tools you use to make sure you reach your goals. If you have to reach your goal, and your goal is that through this lesson you have to deliver to the student this thing, and objectives works as a tool. You require tool. When you have a tool in the form of instruction objective, you can use these tools and you can make sure you are to reach your goal. They are the arrows you shoot towards your target. If you have to achieve your target, and that is your goal, and if you have to achieve your target, if you have to hit your target, then you require arrows, and here arrows will work as instruction objectives. Instruction objectives are just like arrows, and with the help of arrows you have to hit your target. You have to achieve your goal. If you have no arrows, how you will hit your target? So you have to reach your destination, and this is just like a way, and these are arrows, and by using these arrows, in other words, by using these instruction objective, you have to achieve your target. So these are the features of instruction objectives. Dear students, here I want to give you an activity, and I hope you will do this activity very effectively, because this is very important activity for you. First of all, you have to listen, and then you have to do this task. Dear students, now you have to select a lesson of any your favorite subject. There are different subjects. The subject that you feel that is a favorite subject, you have to select that subject, and then you have to write down at least 5 instruction objectives of that lesson. First of all, you have to select a lesson from your favorite subject, and then you have to write down at least 5 instruction objectives. This activity will help you how you will be able to write down instruction objectives. More than 5 you can write down. At least you have to write down 5 instruction objectives, and subject will be according to your own choice. Okay, you have to complete this activity in 20 minutes. There are 20 minutes for you, and you, inshallah, you will complete this activity. I am here, and after that you will share this instruction objective that you will prepare with your peers. When you will share after completion with your peers will also be able to know how you have to prepare, how that person had prepared. In this way you will learn more and more things, and at this time I will observe all this, and I also observe all these things, and I will help you, and you have to prepare this activity. I think you will be able to prepare this activity in 20 minutes, and in this way we will complete this. Dear students, you are very good students, you are active students, and you are keeping interesting in this lesson. Shabash, and I hope you will complete this activity very well. I am here, and you have to do this task. Shabash, thank you very much, dear students. Allah Hafiz, you are good students.